That change, there's a motion and a second, any more discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, next item is to approve Monday, April 24th minutes.
I'll make a motion.
There's a motion and a second, any more discussion? If not, opposed? Motion carries. Areas 1 and 2.
Created.
Oh, you mean.
Yes, it is for an ag building. I'll make-
Discussion? Item number 3. Separate. Item number 4. Tax assistance. Item number B, from the general basic income to the capital.
Second.
There's a motion. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Second.
There's a motion and a second.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Uniform transfer will be from general basic. Discussion? If not, roll call. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Item number 6 is to review. In the amount, just the intersection. Video. That's gonna reach out to them today to see if they can be. I know some of the things that. Safety.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He said it was the safest approach, not legally with things like this tend to price. Yeah, no.
Anyway.
Both parties. Yeah, the elevator.
There's a motion. Not in favor, signify by saying aye. Number 7 is dates. Have one for Dennis item number 6. Change crop rotation. Dennis item number 2. Change crop rotation. Final one is John. Change crop rotation. Final item is
Last week, we met with Jamie. Tuesday, discuss right. The ambulance is weeks. Wednesday, second, to Manning, south of Manning, 66, and 3 of the county bridges. Tuesday night, I forgot to Dedham County Roundtable. That was a very good meeting as far as it was well attended. Wednesday night, comprehensive plan, Region 12. That was our second meeting. I think everyone. Thursday, I met with Sherry for Green Day. Get a hold of Flo with REW. asbestos abatement company to try to get that scheduled. And tomorrow, Gene and I have CCG board meeting at noon in the chamber boardroom. That's all.
I can go next. Last week I had the newspaper and radio. And then I met with a constituent on a road issue. And this week I have nothing on the books. so far.
Okay.
Okay, I can go next. Tuesday, I did meet up here with a court relocation meeting. And then Tuesday
I
night
have that one too, Courtney.
was the county roundtable. Again, as usual, those are very informal and very informational worthy. I think they're a good thing for the community to keep communications open between all the elected different bodies of the county. Very good meeting. Thursday had the opportunities board meeting. We basically went through our financials. We made an amendment to our CSDG budget. Also went through all the Head Start stuff. Things are going good there. Did a national performance indicators and talked about one of the issues we're going to have is with that rag going right by a business that day. So we're going to be changing some hours and having some people take some extra time off. We did have some updates on some of our the low water income assistance program. There's an increase of 164,000 there. They're saying that program they think may be gone after this award. And then we also had amendments to low income energy assistance, light heaps, and then we also had a heat weatherization assistance amendment and stuff like that. That was Thursday, and then Friday I was invited to attend to a refugee meeting that Jim Carroll's heading up, and they're going to continue on that. Friday, and then also I had some conversations on Rolling Hills. Remember when I said that there's probably going to be a possibility we not have a seat on that board? Well, the bill went through, and evidently it's up to the advisory board to make recommendations to the board who's going to sit on that board. So the recommendations, they did have a meeting since then, and they are recommending that the counties of record have a seat at the board, and also Carroll County, due to the fact that of the higher population county we are than some of the lower counties, and that there would be no representation down this part of the county. So it looks like Carroll County will have a seat at that yet. So then I did have several calls in regard to the comprehensive plan. Some people in the southwest part of the county seen where there was the last one, where there was a plan for possible industrial development out in the rural area. And they're all worked up about it. And I've had this conversation with Sarah and with one individual, and it's just a plan. I told him, I says, nothing's going to happen unless you sell the property first. I says, and they were concerned about zoning. If they they're an ag now, if they'd be able to get building permits for it, like cattle barns and stuff like that. As long as it's still zoned ag, you're going to get your permits. This is only a proposal, and first of all, remember, you have to sell the property. And I said, really, you may want to leave it there. Because if someone would come along, let's say hypothetically you had 20,000 sticking in that per acre in that ground, and somebody comes and offers you 40,000 from industry, you may want to think about relocating. I said, you want to leave your doors open. So I had several conversations on that.
It was brought up at a comprehensive meeting.
Yeah, I think that, this call came before your conference.
Okay.
And Sarah told me that the only reason she only wants like basically the committee to be there, but we're invited if we want to attend.
Correct.
So I don't
They're
think,
not public meetings.
and I'm not gonna plan on attending, I'm
Okay.
gonna use two.
And
on the
Stephanie and
committee.
I are on it.
Yes, and I think that's the way it should be. Then on this week, I have the CCGP board meeting on Tuesday, and that's basically it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go overall status update on all of my committees because trying to get acclimated to a system here. So DCAT committee, the last time we met, they did a review of the fiscal year 24 budget and contracts was tabled until JCSS transfer letter is received. CPPC mini grants for 24 were reviewed and approved by the board. New opportunities reported that they have 6 parents signed up for their Love and Logic parenting class. And that next meeting is June 15th. Region 5 has met. Those meetings are held quarterly in Fort Dodge, and I'm still waiting on a date for that next meeting. Carroll Area Child Care Center, excuse me. They're gonna have to close during red by due to traffic congestion. And they also have an open position for a cook again, if anybody could spread that word. They also hosted a drop box for baby items for the United Way annual baby drive. That next meeting is May 15th. Iowa Workforce Development, I believe the next meeting is in May. I've sent something out trying to get a response. If anybody knows when it's getting other emails that maybe I'm not getting, I don't know when that is.
Your next meeting?
Yeah. I have May in my notes from somewhere, but I don't have a day. So I sent something out.
I'm gonna guess it is May 15th.
Okay, are those all Zoom meetings? Or are they?
The
'Cause I
daycare?
saw, no, the Iowa Workforce Development.
Oh,
Didn't that get squashed?
it's kind of squashed. They're gonna meet
Okay.
back up. The last one I attended, they said, yeah, well, we might in a couple months meet back up because we're not gonna have an update. So you'll get another email, but it's probably not, I thought they said sometime in May.
That's what I thought. But is it an in-person meeting or
No.
is it just a Zoom?
Zoom.
Okay.
You can go in person. Sometimes they meet in Holstein, right on that Highway 20 at that conference place, but you can zoom in as well.
Okay. Carroll County Joint 911 services, those are held twice a year. They've already had one before my time, so I'm waiting on a date for that. Carroll County Emergency Management, I listened to that Zoom recording because it happened while I was on vacation. They are reviewing and updating bylaws, determining eligible ways to spend the remaining funds that need to be used by June. And they're planning a possible mock emergency exercise during RAGBRAI. And our next meeting is May 8th. And meetings, I did try to go to the roundtable, but I had to leave, so that's all I have.
Are you on the safety committee for the county too?
There is no more safety committee.
Does insurance require that?
No, I followed up on it, no.
I thought that's how we got our rating.
No,
But I mean, that-
maybe contribute the rating, of maybe having a safety committee, but it's not directly reflected. Because we, if that makes sense.
But I mean, it had an effect on, I think, didn't it?
Not that I'm aware of.
I
But I would
question
make the
that should,
argument that the rate we had maybe because we had a safety committee.
that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but I don't know that if we didn't have one,
Yeah.
if our rates would go up.
But I do think it's good to review some of that stuff. I question putting a kibosh to it.
I was on it for 2 years and we never had a meeting.
Yeah,
I had
I
it
was,
before
I
you
was
did.
on it on one time and we used to meet once a month or every other month and. But I think at that time, because I remember the guy that came around and did a review, he always bragged up what we were doing.
Mhm.
Because of safety committee and I really have some thoughts.
Well, I was told now that they've switched to a different insurance or something different, I would have to pull up, I was told it was not needed anymore.
Do you know, remember who said?
I do, but
Yeah, you want to know, I guess, you want to follow up on it, I guess.
I questioned that myself,
Yeah.
because I'm the same belief you, I think it helped us.
Well, I think if there was an incident. you know,
If we don't
like
have
that, talk about
lifetime
it at that
injuries,
meeting,
but yeah.
You know, I mean, just to make everybody aware, but if they're doing something different now, then that might be okay too. I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
safety is always good, but there may be something other in
Yeah.
place.
Well, and that could be potentially just the ambulance board. We don't need it all the
Exactly.
time.
Yep,
It
yep.
just kind of means when needed.
But they used to always review all the accident reports and we'll see what they could do to change that happened again. Yeah,
That's all.
Courtney, next week?
I will have our county's final budget amendment to review with you guys, so.
Is there very many items on it right
Well,
now?
I only heard from two departments. One is the jail, and that's going to be an increase in revenues, increase in expenses, so overall it won't affect.
Is that the
budget.
overtime?
Yeah, basically. And the other one was conservation again. I don't remember off the top of my head what those all were, but he detailed everything, so.
They're gonna start taking reservations.
Mhm.
And
I
then,
understand there are not that many over right now.
I'm gonna be reviewing the whole budget as a whole and make sure we don't need to adjust anything else, but last time I looked, it looked really good, so.
Be the
I think those are the only-
Final one for fiscal year
Thanks
twenty-three,
to last month, we can do an amendment, so.
and you sent out an email to
I
everybody?
did, and I
All right.
heard from two, so, well, I'm sorry, I take that back, I heard from public health. And, they've had. Their budget doesn't look good right now because they've spent more. Than they are supposed to.
Because of the move?
No, just because of the way everything played out with, pass-through money.
Mhm.
So they got a lot more revenues in grants and they've spent money, equipping their office and for other things and. So we need to move some money around. That's gonna be another zero
Gotcha.
cost. So the public health isn't gonna be spending any more money than what you guys originally said they could, but we need to account for the extra revenue. that they want. That'll be another one. as well. I forgot about it.
Motion to adjourn.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
Steel second.
Mine was a motion.
Oh,
It was.
second, I'm sorry.
There's a motion and a second. Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
All right.
Opposed? We're adjourned.
I don't want this to be too short.
It wasn't. They're put shorter.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you were asking for a motion. That's what it sounded, but should know that.